All right. Ever wished you had like a personalized roadmap for any goal you want to go after?
Hmm.
I'm talking about like becoming a master at anything,
Oh, wow.
like a chocolatier
Okay.
or a coding whiz
Yeah.
or even like, I don't know, an expert in ancient Sumerian poetry.
Whoa, that's specific.
Right. But what if there was a system that adapts to you
Hmm.
and guides you every single step of the way?
That would be something.
Well, guess what? That future might be closer than you think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm intrigued.
I know, right? Today we're diving into a white paper, fresh off the press,
Oh,
from
cool.
EON Reality.
Okay, I know EON Reality. They're the folks doing some really cool stuff with VR and AR, especially for education and training.
Exactly. And they've just unveiled this, well, they call it a platform.
Hmm.
It's called EON PathFinder.
PathFinder, huh?
Yeah, and it's all AI powered.
Whoa.
They claim it's going to revolutionize personalized learning.
All right, color me intrigued. How does this Pathfinder thing actually work?
Yeah, it's not like it just hands you a scroll and says, go forth and learn, right?
Right.
So it actually starts by understanding you and what you want to achieve,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay, so it's personalized.
super personalized.
Okay.
So first, Pathfinder will ask you what your dream goal is. Anything. I mean, from what they're saying, anything you can dream up.
Wow.
And then it uses some pretty clever AI tricks to assess your current knowledge and skills.
Like, what kind of tricks are we talking about here?
So think quick quizzes, maybe some interactive exercises, all designed to figure out where you're at right now.
So it kind of maps out your starting point.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
Okay, so we've got your goal and we know your starting point,
Right.
but how does Pathfinder take that and actually make a learning plan, right?
Yeah, that's the big question.
Right, and that's where it gets really interesting.
Okay, I'm listening.
So Pathfinder uses this thing. It's an open source large language model, LLM.
LLM. Okay, that sounds familiar. Is that kind of like what's behind ChatGPT?
It is very similar to that technology.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But there's a twist.
All right, there's always a twist.
So this one is trained on a massive amount of educational content.
Hmm.
And it uses these AI, get this, AI tutors.
AI tutors. So it's not just spitting out a syllabus and saying good luck.
No. It dynamically creates a learning path just for you.
So it adapts along the way?
Precisely. Like imagine you're trying to learn coding, right?
Okay, I can imagine that.
And you get stuck on this like really tricky concept.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Right. But your AI tutor can actually analyze your code,
Whoa.
find the error,
Oh, wow.
and then explain the whole concept to you in a way that you actually understand.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And it can even offer different explanations or examples until it clicks for you.
That's like having a personal coding coach, like 24/7.
Right. But here's another thing with all this AI stuff happening.
Yeah.
How do you actually stay on track? Like, see your progress.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm a very visual person.
Right, me too.
Like, a checklist isn't going to cut it for me. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And that's where Pathfinder uses something super cool.
Okay, what is it?
They call it mind map visualization.
Okay, I've seen mind maps before.
Yeah, but this isn't like your typical static mind map. This
Mhm.
is interactive.
Oh, interesting.
And it evolves as you go through your learning journey.
Okay.
So each milestone you hit lights up on the map.
Oh, I see.
So you can actually see how far you've come.
That's a really neat way to visualize it.
It is.
Yeah.
And that's just the start.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot more to unpack here.
All right, well, let's take a quick break and then we'll dive back in and see what else this Pathfinder has in store for us. So we're back, digging deeper into EON PathFinder.
This mind map visualization, it's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty slick.
But what if, you hit a wall? Like, what if I get stuck on something?
That's where the map gets even cooler.
Oh, really?
It's dynamic, remember? So let's say you're working on a coding module and you just can't wrap your head around it.
Happens to the best of us.
Exactly. The map, it'll actually branch out, you know?
What do you mean?
It might suggest extra practice stuff.
Okay.
Or give you a deeper explanation, maybe even recommend other resources.
So it helps you get unstuck.
Exactly, like a personalized learning GPS, rerouting you when you hit a roadblock.
I like that analogy.
And it brings up another point, accessibility.
Right. Technology isn't always accessible for everyone.
And EON's really thought about that with Pathfinder.
Yeah.
They want it to be available for everyone, no matter where they are, what language they speak, even if their internet connection is spotty.
Ooh, hold on. Tell me more about that.
So they built in multilingual support.
What does that mean?
So let's say you want to learn astrophysics from, I don't know, experts in Japan.
Okay.
Even if you don't speak Japanese, you can still learn from them.
How is that even possible?
They've got automated translations, speech-to-text features, all built into Pathfinder.
That's amazing. It's like breaking down those language barriers.
Totally. And it opens up a whole world of learning possibilities.
What about when you're offline, though? Like on a plane or somewhere without good internet?
Pathfinder's got you covered there too.
No way.
Yeah, the AI stuff, it can run locally on your device.
Oh, wow.
So you can still keep learning, even without internet access.
So you can work with your AI tutor even when you're offline.
Precisely. EON always pushes the boundaries, right?
Yeah, they do.
And there's one more thing about Pathfinder that's super cool.
Okay, lay it on me.
They've added this community-driven element.
What, like a forum or something?
It's bigger than that. Think of it like an app store, but for learning.
An app store for learning. What does that even mean?
So EON is encouraging educators, experts, developers, anyone really, to create what they're calling plugins.
Plugins, okay.
And these plugins, they expand what Pathfinder can teach.
So it's not limited to just what EON creates.
Nope, it's constantly evolving.
So like if I wanted to learn about, I don't know, sustainable gardening.
There could be a plugin for that.
Really?
Yeah, created by master gardeners with videos, simulations, you name it.
That's incredible. The possibilities are endless.
Right. And for aspiring astronauts, there could be a plugin with training modules designed by NASA engineers.
Wow. Okay, my mind is blown.
But with all this content coming from different places, how do they ensure it's all good, like accurate and stuff? That's a good question.
Right. We don't want misinformation floating around.
Totally. And EON has a system for that.
Okay. How does it work?
So first, anything submitted goes through a review process.
By who?
A team of experts.
So real people are checking it.
Absolutely. There's a human element to it.
That's good to hear.
They also have a rating and feedback system built in.
So learners can give feedback.
Exactly. They can rate the quality, flag anything that seems off.
So there were safeguards in place.
Definitely. EON is taking this seriously.
That's good to know.
It's not just about the features, though, right?
All right, there's the bigger picture.
What does all this mean for learning in general? Where is this technology going?
Yeah, zoom out for a second.
Okay, big picture time.
What do you see?
We're seeing this shift towards AI-powered learning everywhere.
Like personalized learning.
Exactly. And for centuries, education has been this one-size-fits-all thing.
We've all been there, same lectures, same textbooks, same tests.
But AI has the potential to change that.
To make it more tailored to the individual.
Right. Imagine every student having a learning path that adapts to them.
No more falling behind or being bored.
Exactly. Everyone challenged and engaged, learning at their own pace.
Sounds like a dream.
It does, but let's be real. Technology isn't a magic bullet.
There are always challenges.
Like we talked about, data privacy, algorithmic bias.
Right.
And we have to make sure people don't become overly reliant on technology.
You still need critical thinking, creativity, all those human skills.
Absolutely. It's about finding that balance.
Using AI to enhance learning, not replace it.
Exactly. Teachers are still vital, but their role might change.
Become more like facilitators.
Yeah, more dynamic.
It's exciting, but also a bit scary, you know.
It is. It's a big shift.
What questions should we be asking as we go down this road?
Good question.
I mean, with AI and learning, there's a lot to consider.
For sure. Like, how do we make sure it's all ethical?
Right.
And that everyone has access to it, not just certain groups.
Equity is so important.
It is. And how do we keep that human element in education?
With all this tech coming in,
It's a balancing act for sure.
we've covered a lot, from AI tutors to mind maps to plugins.
We've just scratched the surface, really.
But this Pathfinder thing, it's got me thinking.
Me too. It's a glimpse into the future of learning.
And it's not all sunshine and roses.
Definitely not. There are challenges to consider.
But it's exciting to see where this all goes.
Absolutely. It's a journey we're all on together, figuring out this new world of learning.
Back again, final part of our deep dive into EON PathFinder.
Yeah, it's been pretty fascinating.
We talked about a lot, the AI tutors, that interactive mind map, all those community-driven plugins.
And how this could impact the future of work, even.
Right. And of course, we also talked about some of the downsides, like data privacy, the potential for bias.
Yeah, those are important considerations.
Definitely, because anytime you have a powerful technology, you got to look at both sides, right?
Absolutely.
But I want to take a step back for a second.
Okay,
Think bigger picture.
the big picture, all right.
What is the emergence of something like Pathfinder tell us about the future of learning in general?
That's a good question.
I mean, we see AI popping up everywhere.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more integrated into our lives.
And education seems ripe for disruption. You know what I mean?
I think so. I mean, think about it. For centuries, Education has been this like one-size-fits-all system.
Right. Everyone gets the same stuff.
Same lectures, same textbooks, same tests.
And it doesn't work for everyone.
Exactly. Some people thrive in that environment, but many struggle.
But with AI, we have this potential to personalize education.
Tailored to each student's needs and interests.
Imagine that. Every student having a unique learning path that adapts to them.
Learning at their own pace, focusing on their strengths, addressing your weaknesses.
No more feeling lost or bored in class.
Right. Everyone gets the support they need to succeed.
It sounds amazing, almost utopian.
It does, but of course there are challenges, limitations we need to be aware of.
Right. Like we said, data privacy, algorithmic bias.
Those are big ones, and we also have to be careful about becoming too reliant on technology.
Right. Got to make sure people can still think for themselves, solve problems without an AI telling them what to do.
Critical thinking, creativity, those skills are still essential.
So it's not about replacing teachers. It's about giving them better tools.
Right, and creating a more dynamic learning environment for students.
Where everyone can reach their full potential.
Exactly, that's the goal.
It's an exciting time to be in the education space.
It is. Lots of potential, but also lots of questions.
Like, how do we make sure AI is used ethically and responsibly in education?
Yeah, that's crucial.
How do we ensure that everyone has equal access to these tools?
Equity is so important.
And how do we find that right balance between leveraging AI's capabilities and preserving what's special about human interaction and learning?
Big questions, no easy answers.
But they're questions we need to keep asking as we move forward.
Absolutely. This is a conversation that needs to continue.
Well, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into EON PathFinder.
It's been a wild ride.
We explored this AI-powered platform that could change how we learn, maybe even how we work.
We only scratched the surface, but hopefully this gave you some food for thought.
If you're interested in learning more, check out the full white paper from EON Reality. You can find a link on their website.
And be sure to check out their EON XR blog and podcast. Lots of cool stuff over there.
As for us, we'll be back soon with another deep dive into some cutting-edge tech that's shaping our world.
Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep asking those tough questions.
Because the future is out there, and we're all figuring it out together.